Rachel and Taylor here to give you guys our 1-year update on how Baby Led Weaning went for us.
Check what your mama gave you. Check what your mama gave you. Check what.
Hi, say hi to the peoples. Hi. Hi. Okay, so quick tips are: 1, talk to your pediatrician. Let your pediatrician know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and why you think it's a good option for your family. 2 is to go slow. Don't get hung up on being perfect and just enjoy the process. Your baby is putting things in their mouth for their first time. So help your baby along with that process. You know, they're just getting used to doing this motion. And so it's going to be hard for them. It's going to be challenging for them. And just enjoy the process. For us, we first did avocado, we did broccoli, we did squash, and we did peas. And all of those I steamed and made sure they were really, really mushy before I gave them to her. And I think it was just the experience of touching the new texture, and maybe she got some in her mouth, maybe she didn't, but it was just the experience of it. I wasn't worried about how much she was actually getting, because she was nursing several times a day. And my third tip for you is, what is my third tip? After we did those green vegetables, we moved on to our carrots, to our sweet potato, which was so much fun, and squash, butternut squash, and we did a bunch of those orange vegetables next. And not too far behind that, we did oatmeals and rice, and can't remember when we did black beans, but those have been a big hit. Another tip is, Taylor's wearing clothes right now, no bib, is to just take off their clothes. If you're home, they don't need to be wearing clothes, and it makes cleanup really easy. You can go straight from mealtime to bath time. Are you done? Are you all done? All done. Another tip is to always introduce new foods at breakfast time. Even though it might be like zucchini or squash or broccoli, introduce it at breakfast time. That way, if your baby is having any kind of reaction to it, you have all day to see the progression, rather than, at night before they go to bed and then they may wake up with a rash or something. Another tip for you is water, 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 water. As soon as you start giving your baby solids, make sure you're giving them lots of water. We've never ever had an issue with constipation because this little one loves to drink. And my third tip for you is to just listen to your mom intuition. Listen to what your baby's saying. So right now, I'm going to listen to Taylor and see how she's kind of throwing stuff off her plate. That means she's either too distracted or she's kind of done. Listen to your baby. If your baby is really reaching for something or really, not interested in something, don't force it. Let it be. She literally is 1 year old. Yesterday was her birthday, and she's like such a power eater. Look at this: peas, black beans, and mac and cheese. And there's some chicken in there too, some shredded chicken. She's got 5 teeth. Fat. Okay, so Taylor's got this like trough of food, right? Trough was left over. Oh, you're copying Mom? Are you copying Mom? Did you say Mom? So mealtime needs to be fun. So you really are just teaching them, how mealtime goes. So you want to make sure they're in the same spot that's appropriate for them. So for us, we love the Space Saver high chair. And we would put Taylor in it just at dinner time before she even ate solids, with toys on her tray, just to make sure that mealtime she knew it was with the family and it's fun, right? And don't get stressed out. Like, calm down, Mama. Your baby's gonna turn out just okay. Like, it's just for fun, right? Food before 1 is just for fun. Although at some point, I think way before 1, food becomes very serious and necessary. But thank you. They're getting all their nutrition they need from breast milk or formula, and so food is just like an awesome supplement and like on them. But yes, is at the beginning they gag a lot, so you really need to be super present with your baby, watching your baby to make sure, if they're gagging or if they're choking. And when they're gagging, they just need help. So I would, take a CPR class. A CPR class is great and it's going to give you so much information and just make you feel like you're on top of your game. But the other tip was we would scoop out the food a lot. So I'd always stick my finger in her mouth towards her cheek, never straight back, but towards her cheek, and then hook it out like that. So you'll get really good at that motion. You remember that, Tay-Tay? So you want to sit on your hands a lot when they're gagging. Hopefully you'll get to know your baby and figure out when they need help and when they don't need help. Because now she puts in handfuls of food in her mouth and she knows when it's too much and not enough. And we've never had an incident of choking or we've never, praise God, have any of that yet. Not gonna lie. One of my other tips is to pick up this Baby Led Weaning cookbook. I didn't read the regular, there's a whole Baby Led Weaning book, and you can definitely pick that up. I didn't. But this was just kind of fun. It gives you, some good tips and reasons you're doing this and kind of a little guidelines of where to start and why baby led weaning is kind of the route to go, and then definitely some vegetables that everyone can make at mealtime. So my biggest tip is just to start slow and just to know that, the beginning months are going to be hard and they're going to be weird and you're going to be figuring out, your baby. But I think that nothing replaces your mom intuition and just really paying attention to your baby's cues. Your baby's going to tell you what they need. So I think when they can sit up on their own, when they can start reaching for things and putting them in their mouth, and when your pediatrician gives you the okay, that's when you can start putting food in front of them. So you can do whatever works. There's no rule. There's no baby-led weaning police that are going to swoop in and be like, baby food, wow, baby food. So you can do both. And if you're doing baby food, it's okay to put food in front of your baby too. They're going to make it. Let it be fun. The process is messy. I'm thankful we have a dog. Cleanup crew, aisle kitchen.
Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake, 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 shake,